What's poppin', LTB gang? I'm Scott Argenbright.
And I'm Eric Tui. Today, we're gonna give you guys 4 banger tips for fishing the dog days of summer.
As you can see, we've got a little bit of conditions here, a little bit of light mist. We're gonna talk about it. So in the dog days of summer, you're really looking for those times where there's change. So weather changes, any type of changes in the pattern, you're gonna wanna capitalize on those. Typically when it's super hot, the fish they're not gonna bite like you really want them to. So looking for that rain, looking for a thunderstorm that's coming, capitalizing right before that storm, that's when those fish are gonna turn on and they're gonna feed. To break that down even further, when you have those kind of nasty conditions, the wind picks up, you've got wind blowing into a point, you've got wind blowing into a cove, you know, a little cut like that, the quiver deliver is really gonna shine. So in those windy conditions, those fish, they're a little bit easier fooled running this through there, especially if you got some good grass in that cove. You're literally gonna get bit, and you could catch quite a few. On the flip side, when you've got the dog days of summer, you've got the hot days with the board shorts on, you're gonna wanna go to a little bit more finessey bait. The Producto worm is one that you're gonna wanna drag really slow across the bottom. Those fish are lethargic, they're not really wanting to eat. So you're gonna wanna hang that bait literally right in front of their face, move it nice and slow. That's gonna get you more bites when it's one of those dog days of summer.
Right, tip number 3 coming back at you guys. So we're gonna use these baits for a reaction bite. Getting reaction bites during these hot days, we're triggering the ladder line of the fish. So whether it's one of the crankbaits or the bladed jig, you know, we're able to run this right along by the grass, popping it out, you know, ripping it free from the weeds if need be. These things can actually cause a fish to come in instinctively and think that that's trying to get away, I'm gonna chow it. The flip side, when we really need to slow it down, we may have to have good bottom contact. So, you know, our worm or our creature baits, those are gonna shine. So having good bottom contact, busting it through the weeds a little bit, hopping it along, giving it a time to sit momentarily, and that in itself is gonna trigger more fish this summer. Another thing to always consider, mornings and evenings. These hours I refer to as the witching hours, low light periods. When we have low light periods, the fish are gonna generally be at their peak. So if we're coming into a morning, our water temperatures have maybe cooled overnight, we're starting off at a really good point in being able to find more active fish. Now as we encroach on our evenings, even though our water temps have been warming, we again see that low light conditions, waters are going to start cooling, and these fish will eventually slide up along these break lines and maybe even weed tops and start looking around and start feeding a little heavier before the sun goes down. Get them in the AM or the PM.
Thank you guys for all the support this year. We really appreciate all of our subscribers. So drop a comment in the question section below. Any type of video, anything you guys want covered that's gonna make you better fishermen, let us know. We might be able to cover it on the next video.
Don't forget that subscribe button. Also give it a like, big thumbs up, and we'll see you guys on the water next time.